Good morning, everyone. Today is a special day. Just want you to rise and wake up, rise and shine, rise and shine. All those that are already up, just rise and shine. Today, I just want to take a good, quick look at who Dr. Sylvia Mutale-Mwansa is. She's standing as an independent aspiring member of parliament for Chilanga South constituency. So Dr. Sylvia Mutale-Mwansa, popularly known as Dr. Sunshine, is a distinguished leader, a self-made people's person, and community activist, business development consultant, governance expert, educator, and a productivity advocate with more than 35 years of proven service to the people of Zambia. She is the creator of the Mindset Change program, which is called Skills Award in Mindset Change now, a nationally recognized transformation program that has empowered individuals, communities, institutions, and businesses to become more productive, because people are productive every day, so more productive, more organized, and self-reliant. Throughout her career, she has worked with government institutions, the private sector, civil society, and international organizations to develop practical solutions that improve people's lives. Dr. Sunshine's leadership extends beyond Zambia. She made history as the first woman of color to serve as president of Ladies Circle International, representing women from across the world while promoting Zambia on the global stage as personal tourist ambassador. She also founded Agora Club in Zambia and has remained deeply committed to volunteerism, youth development, women's empowerment, and community service. Dr. SunshineSylvia is standing as an independent candidate because she believes the people of Chilanga South deserve leadership that places service before politics. Her vision is centered on accountable representation, productivity, productive communities, youth empowerment, skills development, entrepreneurship, transparent utilization of public resources, and sustainable community partnerships. Her campaign is driven by listening, collaboration, and practical action rather than empty promises. She believes that lasting development begins with a change in mindsets, and that every resident of Chilanga South has the potential to continue and just to contribute meaningfully to the constituency's growth. As a self-made people's person and community activist, Dr. Sunshine brings extensive experience in governance, mediation, business development, leadership training, and community mobilization. She understands the role of Parliament, not only as a lawmaking institution, but also as a platform for representing the voices of ordinary citizens and facilitating meaningful development. So on 13th of August 2026, the people of Chilanga South have an opportunity to elect a leader whose life has been defined by service, integrity, and measurable impact. Wherever I have been, I have had really measurable impact, be it service, be it work, be it entrepreneurship, whatever it is, I have made myself that person who drives change. So as a self-made people's person and community activist, I am lighting the way for mindset change, productivity, and hope for Chilanga. So today's topic, I am simply talking to my Chilanga South stakeholders, building together through partnership, productivity, and purpose. And this 20 minutes, I'm going to speak to you about building together through partnership, productivity, and purpose, because everyone sitting somewhere there has the potential to be who they really want to be, and every human being is looking for success. So success will come when we collaborate, when we build together, and when we are productive and every day rise with purpose. So good morning, everyone, and welcome to this free mentorship academy. I've been on this platform for the last 5 years and still counting. Every Tuesday, doesn't matter in what country I am, it doesn't matter what I'm doing, it doesn't matter the circumstances, I always show up. So that is consistency. And if I've done this voluntarily for the last 5 years, there is no way I can fail to lead people of Chilanga South for the next 5 years. And I'm going to combine what I've been doing and do what an MP is expected to do. So today, I am not speaking only as an aspiring member of parliament. I am speaking as someone who has spent over 40 years serving communities, listening to people, solving problems, and believing that there is enough for everyone. So let me begin with a question. If tomorrow Chilanga South received 1 billion kwacha, would all our problems disappear? Most people would say yes. I believe for me, the answer is no. Money without organized, money when we are not organized, when we are not in the correct mindset, money without organization is wasted. Resources without partnerships are lost. Opportunities without the right mindset disappear. That is why my campaign is different. I am not campaigning to make promises. I am campaigning to build partnerships. So this morning, I want to speak directly to my stakeholders because every section of Chilanga South has different challenges, different opportunities, and different contributions to make. We cannot use one solution for everyone. We need the right people solving the right problems together. And this is now my vision. My vision is simple: to build a productive, safe, and prosperous Chilanga South where government, business, communities, churches, women, youth, and traditional leaders work together. The role of an MP is not to do everything. The role of an MP is to represent, legislate, provide oversight, and facilitate development. Development begins when stakeholders work together. So my 3 priority areas. Number 1, which my own community and the communities that I have been to, is security. Security and safe communities. Without security, there is no investment. Without security, there is no business. Without security, families cannot thrive. We shall work with the police, the Zambia police, community crime prevention groups, like every community has got a neighborhood group. And I've interacted with at least 4 neighborhood groups in Chilanga South. I'll work with businesses, people that own businesses in Chilanga South. I will make sure that I work with them. I've already started. I've seen a few institutions, and I'm still going institution to institution, the ones that are in here. So I'll also work with the residents, associations. Like I've said, there are already associations in Chilanga. There's Chilanga Chamber of Commerce and Industry. There is a Rotary, and even like this side of the area, I've got my members in Agora who stay in this side. I'm sure they can be able to do, to run some of the community initiatives together with the communities. At churches, I will use churches, and I have gone to enough churches in this period. Not just the Catholic Church where I belong. I've gone to, to other churches who have invited me to go and, pray with the people that are leading in those places. I work with youth organizations, and especially the youth that want to do sports, that want to improve their skills, that want to get the opportunities that are there. I work with them. So everyone deserves to feel safe. This is why security and safe communities is going to be one of my priority areas. The other one priority area is jobs, skills, and wealth creation. People do not only need employment, people need opportunities. We must strengthen these opportunities. Skills development is one of my core business, skills development. I run an institution, a TVET institution, where skills are encouraged. Because the skills, you don't need to be to have attained university to have a skill. Skills, most skills, we are born with them. And every human being has been born with a skill. We just need to develop it to that stage and certify those skills. We call it recognition of prior learning. So this is one big thing that everyone has, and have got the capacity. So skills development is one of the areas where I'm very confident that we are going to, to manage. So also entrepreneurship, as an entrepreneur of over 35 years, I know that entrepreneurship is one of the areas where I also have the competence. Small businesses, this is what actually comes out. When we encourage small businesses, we're encouraging entrepreneurship. And when people have got the skill, they will make those small businesses thrive. I've heard the people that are on the ground, they need markets. That is a small business. They need, just the startups. They are going to be encouraged to make those small businesses so that they can employ themselves, and they can also manage, other areas where they need to, and even raising good families is because they are actually doing something. This in agriculture, Chilanga South is mainly smallholders. They are small, there are farms around. So agriculture is one place where, and because of the green environment that people want, so agriculture, is going to be one of those areas where I work closely with the people that are in agriculture. Industrial partnerships, I've said already that industrial partnerships are the ones that runs the institution. In fact, I'm going to make sure that people that are doing business, because I'm a board trustee of Zambia Chamber of Commerce and Industry, I will encourage them to join the chambers, and for sure, we also even have Chilanga Chamber of Commerce and Industry. So together, these industrial partnerships are going to thrive. Youth innovation, I have seen people, they know how to dance. I got in touch with the martial arts, and they said they can actually teach, youth how to protect themselves, how to protect the environment, and just how to thrive in a good mindset. And women enterprises. I'm passionate about women in development, and I'm passionate about women power, because once you develop, a woman, communities thrive. So every household should have an opportunity to earn an income. This is why we are saying create wealth, creation of wealth, so that everyone is capable of doing whatever it is that they need to be doing. So the other important vision that I have is infrastructure and community development. Everyone has different priorities. Some require roads, some need drainage, some need clean water, others need better health facilities, schools, or recreation spaces. So development should respond to the actual needs of each community. And when I say each community, is because each community is different. Talking to women, I even have my colleagues, my sisters in development who are very conversant about speaking to women. So I already have a team of my own women who are going to help me speak to my women in these communities. So to every woman in Chilanga South, women carry families, women carry businesses, women carry communities, yet many women continue carrying burdens alone. I have seen when a woman is thriving and the man finds the opportunity to misuse some resources. I'm not saying all men misuse resources, but the stories that I have heard on the ground, it's like women are really burdened, and sometimes they're raising families by themselves. Some, lost their partners, but they're still thriving in carrying, the burdens of the family. So my commitment is to create opportunities where women can become economically independent. What are the priority areas? These include skills training. As a trainer, this I will do, skills training, business development, access to markets. And I'm saying, because it's a farming area, I am actually saying we can build like a big marketplace where we buy from within Makeni producing these products. If people know that in Makeni there is a place, or in Chilanga South there is a place where they can come and buy and sell their products, they will thrive. So skills training, business, access to markets is really something that will encourage the women and will bring them wealth. Also encourage savings groups so that we can trust each other. When you're saving together in the communities, we are maintaining the trust that is there. And also saving groups will come with financial literacy. Financial literacy is one area where I've got expertise, and my team, even my institution, can be able to do that, because one of my daughters actually does financial literacy. So it is all inbuilt, and we can just take it out there and make sure that women are benefiting from the wealth of knowledge from each other, and also from the people that have got expertise in it. Health awareness. A lot of health awareness needs to be made, because sometimes we just, are living, and this, I know we've got, I think around Chilanga, we've got a lot of health facilities. But even if we don't go to health facilities, just making sure that we live a healthy life by us just obeying what we're supposed to be putting in our bodies. How much water are we drinking? So health awareness, I am big also on that, because of the program that I run. So it includes physical and health, financial and career, family and home, spiritual and ethical. So all these things, mental and education, all these things together with social and cultural become, as managing the wheel of life, which encompasses all these things that we're talking about. And also protection against gender-based violence. This comes, a lot of gender-based violence comes because people are dependent on people are broke, people don't have money, people don't have resources. So that when somebody has a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and someone misuses it, or thinking that you have, and then you're not brings this gender-based violence. And we can lessen this burden when we have protection against this gender-based violence, when we have created wealth, also that gender-based violence is reduced. And also leadership development for women is paramount, because everyone is a leader at their own level. If we remember, this platform, we've been talking about leadership development for a long time. And we are saying someone is a leader at their own level. It doesn't matter where you are. It doesn't matter how you're doing it. You are a leader at your own level. So I will make people believe in themselves, that they can develop this leadership at their own level. So I want women to move from surviving to thriving, because when a woman is thriving, they live longer, they look good, they're smiling, and when you're laughing and smiling, your life is made longer. Now, when families succeed, communities prosper. When families succeed, communities prosper, and the woman is at the peak of this pyramid. So can I talk about the youth? I am passionate about youth, because youth are the leaders, not just leaders of tomorrow. They are the leaders of today. They make things happen, and we follow. They are the ones that are changing the world. It is the youth that are changing the world at any given level of their development. So, to every young person listening to me today, you are not the leaders of tomorrow. You are leaders today. Many young people simply need someone who believes in them. So my focus will include skills development again, digital opportunities, sports development, innovation, entrepreneurship, career guidance. Career guidance, a lot of young people that I have seen, I've seen that they know how to do things. They just need to be guided. They need to be mentored. So this career guidance in the skills that they want to take. In fact, to this effect, the form that has been created has got a section where I want people to enter what they want to do so that we can career guide them accordingly. So career guidance is big, and I just want every youth to know that they've got a space with me. So drug and substance abuse prevention. This is a big issue in Chilanga South. I've already identified a number of them. I've identified a number of them, and they come, we hug, they just want some love. And I've got a 1-year substance abuse prevention program that I'm going to introduce so that we can reduce the drug and substance abuse in Chilanga South, because drug and substance abuse, that's what causes insecurity in the area. It causes all these bad bad things that happen in our community. Most of it is driven because of the drug and substance abuse that is around us. So that I've got developed a 1-year program. Some they can graduate at 6 months, some they can graduate after 1 year, but I just want us to have a beginning. They say a journey of 1,000 miles starts with one step. So I've got a starting point where these people can start to thrive again, and our communities will be well guided. So also I would want to do with the youth community volunteer programs where people just volunteer. Like, this is what I'm actually in my voter education. I am asking community volunteer, reason where they don't have to be paid to go and show up. They don't have to be paid to go and vote. They don't have to be paid to clean their surrounding. They don't have to be paid to just speak to someone. So I'm asking, can we do something that is going to have an impact, not just for today, but for the future? So these are, some of the community volunteer programs that I'm talking about. So instead of asking, where are the jobs? Let us also ask, what business can we build together? What solutions can we create? What value can we provide? Young people have the energy. I have seen, young people have the energy. I'm so hot. Young people have the energy to make things happen. Young people have the energy to make things happen in all the areas surrounding them. They have the energy. They have the energy to wake up. God has given them the energy. And I keep on emphasizing the 24 hours, you have to deal with them with all your energy so that the things that you want to do are there. And some people even say, the other day I was having a meeting with one of the neighborhoods in Chilongolo, and when I finished thanking them for the opportunity, he says, "I love your energy." So I know I've got the energy. This is why I am Sunshine, and everything about me is energy. It's energy, because when you've got energy, things also come to you. Energy attracts energy. So I am just also appealing to everyone in Chilanga South, and those ones that are able to have relatives in Chilanga South, to just rub off and say, oh, in Chilanga South, we are encouraging young women, young people to have energy. The youth have the energy to do good things, because what you do, your real value or your real image is what people talk about you when you're not there. So what do you want people to be talking about you when you're not there is one thing that you need to realize, because they're going to lose the opportunity. When they say, let's do this, you're not there. And you mention a name, they say, oh, no. That one, we can't include him because is this and that. The only good part in campaigning is that even those unruly people, they'll give you a vote. So we are embracing everyone, and we are saying, how can we change? How can we have the correct impact so that people will want you to be near them? So together we can turn that energy into productivity, because productivity has the results that we desire. So working with different stakeholders, because it's a big thing. This is big. This is huge, what we're doing in Chilanga South. So every stakeholder matters. Every structure has unique strengths and unique needs. I will establish structured engagement with traditional leaders, with the churches, with the women, with the youth, with the farmers, with the farm workers, with the residents, with industries, property owners. And yes, the other day I wrote a social media article. Where are the stakeholders? It's because the stakeholders, the real stakeholders, where are the real stakeholders? These are the people that own industries in Mackenzie, in Chilanga South. They own the properties in Chilanga South. They live in Chilanga South. They thrive. Maybe they get out from here to go and work in town, but they live here. These are the property owners that I want to engage with, because those are investors. The ordinary residents are workers. So these are the farm workers who we've been seeing. These are the farm workers, or the property owners, workers. Those are the people that we've been seeing. So I really am engaging the real stakeholders who are in Chilanga South, so that we can drive this together. So I'm establishing structured engagements with the property owners, with investors, business associations, service clubs, civil society organizations, because these will make sure that we have, I'll engage schools. Everyone who is in a school is coming from this place. And if we have to encourage, there's free education. So how is free education working? How are the schools working? I have heard that in one class, there might be as many as 170 students. So how, working with the schools, we are going to say, how can we help? How can we expand this school so that we have got a number that when children go to school, they'll come back with good knowledge? Because at the moment, when we've got 170 students in one class, which teacher is going to mark 170, books every day? So which means, the quality of education here has reduced. So working with schools will enhance that. And because we already have a structured thing that is free education, it is easy to expand from there. Engaging professionals, persons with disabilities, and senior citizens is one thing that I will establish these structures that are engaged with all these things that I have mentioned. So each group will have opportunities to contribute ideas and partnership, partner involvement. Real progress comes when everyone has a seat at the table. If you do not have a seat at the table, create your own table, and we are going to provide the seats. So this is what it is. So in closing, my campaign is not about it's not about politics alone. It is about building constituency that future generations will be proud to inherit. I do not have all the answers, but I know how to bring the right people together. For over 4 decades, that has been my life's work. So today I ask every stakeholder, what role will you play in building the Chilanga South we all deserve? Together we can move beyond promises. Together we can build partnerships. Together we can create opportunities. Together we can transform Chilanga South. And this is what it is that I am saying today. And I'm thanking everyone who is in Chilanga South, because I know when I come to you, you will recognize that you have a role to play in Chilanga South. You have a role to play in all the areas of what we want. And this also is why I do this. Why I do the Tuesday mentorship, free mentorship academy. It doesn't mean that it comes free. This platform is paid for, but all you need is to have your bundles and to have the time to listen. When you're driving, you can listen. When you're speaking to someone, speak well about whoever it is that you meet, because you are the one that is managing your life. And every human being has got 24 hours. The 24 hours is managed. You are the one that is managing 24 hours. You're in the center of the 24 hours. And the first 8 hours and the second 8 hours, you have to manage it around here. Whereas I encourage you to have the first 8 hours. I'm even telling the people that are working with me to say, don't stop what you are doing. Just give me 4 hours in which you can be able to manage the campaigns and manage your own people around you. So the first 8 hours goes to creating your financial and career, whatever it is that you're doing. And the other 8 hours, which goes to all these other places. The first 4 hours, the 4 hours is actually for noise. You waking up, you brushing your teeth, going to the toilet, buying food, driving, visiting the sick, whatever it is, that's 4 hours. But the 4 hours should have something that is adding value to you. And this is what goes around here. Family and home, how do you manage family and home? Because family and home, that is where your life starts and that is where your life ends. Mentor and education, what time are you creating to have your mental well-being and also for everyday learning? Learning does not stop at that, oh, I've got a degree, so I stop there. No, there are other things that you can learn and there's other things that you can miss. But when you are intentional about continuous learning, you are well in all the areas of your life. So physical and health, you must eat well. What are you doing? Are you paying attention to the time that you sit down and eat? Nourish your body. Drink water. You have to be attention to that. Yeah, to pay attention to that. Spiritual and ethical. Spiritually, a lot of us are spiritually aligned, but how ethical are we? Are you doing something that you know is wrong, but you continue doing it? Social and cultural. Social is our networks. Cultural is our values. So together, this make a total person. And remember, the last 8 hours is for you to review your day and for you to rest so that the following day you've got a good life. You maintain a good life that you are. If you are over 50, you need your 8 hours to sleep. If you're less than 50, 6 hours is enough, but don't sleep 3 hours, don't sleep 4 hours. Your health does not reward you well when you don't rest enough. So this is what I have for you today. And I just wish the people of Chilanga South, this is for you today. I know a lot of people can benefit from it, but find time, share this, and see how you can maintain a good health and that you are ready to vote for Sylvia Mutale, for Member of Parliament for Chilanga South, standing as an independent, because independence means I can represent the people of Chilanga well. I can speak in Parliament for you. And when I come and speak, when I am speaking in Chilanga South in Parliament, I come and collaborate with you so that we can have this town halls where we listen to each other. And that is the decision from you that I'll be able to take to Parliament. I don't want to be run by just any other thing, but I want to work with you so that we can develop Chilanga South. So thank you very much for joining me today, and have a very, very blessed day, that you can thrive and be that person that you want